Okay, final question for you, because I am fascinated by your work in AI, artificial intelligence, and you gave a talk about gossip a while ago, and about how gossip has been with us forever,
Mm.
since the beginning of time, and now it's in a whole new realm. And I think you call them um, chatterbots. Is that right? Chatterbots, which are,
Chatbots.
yes. So, which is, we're, disinformation campaigns that we talk about. We kind of talk about this in the news, but we don't really get into the details of it. And I know it's something that we're all struggling with, whether we're in journalism or consumers of news, trying to vet what information is reliable. And I was just wondering if you could just talk to us a little bit about that, like whether it's you know tips to how to navigate that, to kind of what you're seeing, because what you were talking about in that talk was the rise in these disinformation campaigns and how powerful they were becoming, and not even needing a real person behind them.
Yeah, it's really, one of the fascinating things about the way the internet has come up and mobile, and then of course AI powered social media and search engines, because all of those things are making enormous decisions constantly about which information passes in front of our eyes. What do we hear? And human society, for all of our history, has suffered the problem of gossips, right?
Yes.
Um, and because of the detrimental effect of gossiping, pretty much every society that we've ever had, every religion, every tradition, has all these prohibitions against gossip. It's just, we've known it's bad. It's a temptation. It's a huge temptation. Um, and what's happened is that now with AI learning how, just like human children learn, that learning from us how to behave and what kinds of information to spread, um, that will cause other humans to actually stop and click on a link or read that, spend time reading that. And so they're learning to be incredible gossips. Um, and this is putting the traditional detrimental effects of gossip upon on, tearing societies apart, along with polarization and many of the other issues that societies face, is that now suddenly that the AIs have put that on exponential steroids. And we're grappling with a scale of artificial gossip that humanity has never had to deal with. And I've been studying that for a number of years now, in my work on the AI ethics and society side. Um, the the coronavirus has been incredible fertile ground for our study, because the number of memes that have been generated from this um, has been enormous. They've been all over the map, just like what we were talking about earlier with masking. Uh, a whole bunch of early memes that were about protecting yourself, and then a whole bunch of memes about uh, it doesn't help, or don't take masks away from the medical workers, and completely, confusing cloth homemade masks that are meant to protect the community from yourself with the other things, right? And that plays to all sorts of unconscious biases that are just cultural within us, and we don't even know what they are. If I ask you or anybody, so what are your unconscious biases? It's like, uh, right? By definition, they're unconscious, and we
Right.
don't know what they are. But the AIs have been machine learning their way into maximizing how well they can exploit those unconscious biases, because that is the largest profit that they can give to their masters. And so it's a problem that we've been grappling with. How do we overcome that? How do we, raise public awareness of these sorts of effects? How do we bring critical thinking skills and awareness of logical consistency, empirical fact, um, and statistical uh, likelihoods of things out to um, a level where we sort of inoculate the entire general population against this sort of viral misinformation? because in many ways, long term, that is actually going to be the worst pandemic that we as an open society, as a democratic society, are going to have to be able to tackle and have antibodies to.